overall surfacing, we still have our iconic ripple character line, sonic wave, or there's other terms to call it. Based on that key line, we have really sharp line against more sophisticated, beautiful surfaces that we're trying to pursue, and that goes for all the details around the car. And the unique feature would be this floating rail that starts from the A-pillar, and as you can see towards the back, there is a floating piece to exemplify this is more mature and this is more refined vehicle. And you know, these sections, as you can tell, is very voluptuous, but not as voluptuous as Infiniti. So we're clearly differentiating the two. And along the car, you see the use of the carbon fiber. It's usually carbon fiber is a sporty, race-inspired material, but in this case, we're using it as a fashion statement. So it's more jewelry experience rather than just a sporty image, along with our efficiency, which can save a lot of weight also.
I think the most important thing that you notice is that all the motion is coming from the center of the car, especially in the front from the DI badge. And then you have the kind of V motion of the grille. So the strength of it, or the power of it, is coming from the center of the car and wrapping across and over into the shoulder line. Then you notice the signature lamp, which is enhancing the kind of boomerang shape. And what we try to do is not to do a kind of two-dimensional looking signature lamp, but to create a kind of three-dimensional feeling signature lamp. And as you notice in the grille, it's a kind of asymmetrical pattern that you normally don't see in such a concept car. But what we try to do is create a kind of very natural feeling in the grille, not a technical feeling, especially with the lower patterns, having a kind of almost a kind of organic feel behind it. So if you walk around the car, this kind of flare orange actually flops from yellowish to orange to reddish to green. And this is very subtle, so people don't see it right away, but if you do walk around the car and you look at it, you look at the fender and then you look at the hood, you can see this kind of very subtle flop, which adds and enhances the shape of the car. And as we go around to the rear, again, you can see quite well the integration of the glass, the backlit glass, into the lamp. So this kind of continuous feeling of surface motion and changes. So we quite want to create the seamless of the glass combining into the rear combi lamp, giving it a very aerodynamic feeling, and as well enhancing the width of the car. Basically, we focus on interior that expresses spaciousness, comfort, and luxury, and with a touch of high premium, and showing a sense of smart technology as well. You can see with the unique space feeling of the dash flowing into the door. We like to call this fluidic motion. You can also see the very smart, high-tech looking graphics, almost having a holographic view. And then we have a very premium stitching pattern and all the leather trimmings. We really focus a lot on the target customer, which is a very young female customer who's into high fashion. So we incorporate that kind of a couture kind of fashion mindset. So with every details, with finishes and material, we really try to enhance that, the kind of couture feeling. The wood is a kind of a special dipping process to create the patterns, and in order to create the illumination, we had to use a kind of special material that can be transparent as well. And then when it's off, it's opaque, so you don't see any of the illumination. But so that was a unique process of that. And we used a kind of just a special leather, premium leather, in all the interior to enhance that feeling of premiumness. We don't want to load it up with a lot of computers. So of course style is quite important for us as well. So the technology or the design of the technology is to show more of a smart feeling behind it, so that when the customer looks at it, he or she doesn't really become, afraid of it, but really become involved with it.